Most men think cheating happens by accident, that it's just a random mistake, a moment of weakness. But the truth, some women are wired to cheat. Not because they're evil, not because they hate their partners, but because their psychology, habits and patterns make it inevitable. And if you don't see the warning signs, you'll be the guy left wondering what went wrong while she's already moved on. So today we're diving into the types of women who are most likely to cheat. Pay attention, because if you've met one of these women before, you know exactly how dangerous they can be. Let's begin. 1. The attention addict. She's never satisfied. Some women say they want a loyal, devoted man, someone who puts them first, who treats them like a queen. And yet, when they get that man, it's never enough. Because for some women, the biggest addiction isn't love, it's attention. You can give her your time, your loyalty, and your devotion, but the second she steps outside, she needs every other man in the room to see her. And if they don't, she'll find a way to make them notice. At first, she seems charming, confident, and fun. She laughs easily, she flirts effortlessly, and she has a way of making people feel drawn to her. It feels harmless, but then you start noticing things. Maybe it's the way she always seeks validation online, posting pictures that seem designed to get reactions from men. Maybe it's how she never stops talking about other guys hitting on her, like she needs you to know she's always in demand. Maybe it's how she flirts just a little too much, always towing the line, always keeping one foot in the world of possibility. And the worst part? She doesn't think she's doing anything wrong. To her, flirting isn't cheating. To her, keeping guys on the hook isn't disloyalty. To her, getting attention from other men is just part of life. But to you, it's the start of something dangerous. The biggest mistake men make with attention addicts is thinking, if I just love her enough, she won't need anyone else. But that's not how it works, because women like this don't just enjoy attention. They need it. It's a form of validation addiction, the same way some people chase drugs, gambling, or social media likes. She feels empty without it. And that emptiness drives her to constantly seek more compliments, more eyes on her, more proof that she's still wanted. And here's the worst part. The more you love her, the less she values your attention. It's called the law of diminishing returns. At the beginning, your compliments, your affection, and your validation made her feel amazing. But over time, she gets used to it. And once she's used to it, it doesn't give her the same high anymore. That's why she starts looking elsewhere. That's why she keeps male friends around. That's why she enjoys guys sliding into her DMs. That's why she flirts in ways that make you uncomfortable, but never technically cross the line. Because she doesn't want to cheat, but she doesn't want to stop feeling desired either. So, what happens when she meets a guy who gives her that high again? A co-worker who flatters her. A stranger who makes her feel sexy. An ex who randomly reaches out. She'll tell herself it's nothing, and at first, it might be. But over time, she pushes the boundary further and further, until one night she crosses it completely. And when you finally find out, she won't even understand why you're so hurt. Because to her, it was never about betraying you. It was about chasing the feeling she lost. And that's why, if you're with a woman like this, there's only one way to win. Walk away before you become just another guy she's grown bored of. 2. The one who gets bored in every relationship. Some women fall fast. They love the rush of a new relationship, the butterflies, the passion, the excitement. For the first few months, they're obsessed with you. They text you all day. They tell you they've never felt this way before. They make you feel like you're the center of their universe. And then, it fades. Not because you changed, not because you did anything wrong, but because she got bored. At first she won't admit it, not even to herself. She'll still act happy, still post pictures of you two together, still tell you she loves you. But underneath it all, she's restless. She starts pulling away. She stops texting as much. She seems distracted when you talk. And when you ask her what's wrong, she'll say, "Nothing, everything's fine." But deep down, something inside her is whispering.
Is this all there is?
Some women aren't built for stability. They say they want a healthy, committed relationship, but when they actually get one, they don't know how to handle it. Because in their past, love was always tied to chaos. Maybe they grew up in a household where love was unpredictable, where arguments, breakups, and drama were the norm. Maybe they've only dated toxic men, the kind who kept them on edge, guessing, never knowing if they were truly loved. Whatever the case, they've been conditioned to believe that love should feel intense. So when they find a good man, someone stable, kind, and consistent, they don't know how to process it. And instead of feeling safe, they feel bored. And that boredom becomes dangerous. Because now her mind starts searching for excitement somewhere else. She might flirt with other men just to feel something, pick fights with you just to create drama, go out partying more, chasing that single life thrill again. She'll tell herself it's harmless, until one day she meets a guy who gives her that rush again, and suddenly she's caught in an emotional affair. She's justifying flirting. She's testing the waters, seeing if she still has options. Until, finally, she cheats. Not because she stopped loving you, but because she doesn't know how to exist in a relationship without chaos. The hard truth: you can't fix her. A woman like this doesn't cheat because you failed her. She cheats because she's wired for instability. Even if you become more exciting, try harder to keep her attention, give her space to miss you, it won't change anything, because no matter what you do, eventually she will get bored again. And when she does, she'll start looking for the next thrill. That's why the best thing you can do: never try to keep a woman who is addicted to chaos. Because if she's the type who always gets bored, she won't stop searching for excitement until she destroys everything in the process. 3. The serial cheater who will never stop. Some women don't just cheat once, they do it over and over again. Why? Because to them, cheating is a game. They don't feel guilt, they don't feel shame. If they get caught, they'll cry, apologize, swear they'll never do it again. And then they do it again. Psychologists call this compulsive infidelity. It's a trait of people who lack empathy, are addicted to manipulation, get a high from getting away with things. These are the women who will never be faithful to any man, even if they're married, even if they swear they've changed. They'll always find a reason to justify it.
I wasn't happy in the relationship. He wasn't giving me enough attention. It just happened.
But the truth, it didn't just happen. It happened because that's who she is. And if you fall for her, you're just the next guy in a long list of victims. The party girl who never grew up. There's a kind of woman who lives for the night, the one who can't resist the pull of flashing lights, loud music, and the electric thrill of attention from strangers. At first, she seems exciting. She's the fun one, the life of the party. She's spontaneous, wild, always up for an adventure. But here's the problem. She's addicted to freedom. And in her world, commitment feels like a cage. She might say she's ready for something serious. She might even believe it. But deep down, she still craves the excitement of the unknown. The problem isn't that she goes out. It's how she acts when she does. She drinks until she forgets she's in a relationship. She flirts just to feel wanted, even when you're not around. She thrives on attention from other men because it reminds her that she still has it. And the worst part? She doesn't think she's doing anything wrong. She'll tell you,
"It's just dancing."
she'll say,
"I didn't cheat, I just got a little drunk."
she'll swear,
"You're being insecure."
but the reality, she's playing with fire over and over again, until one night she finally gets burned. Not every woman who likes to party is a cheater, but if her lifestyle always revolves around seeking attention, avoiding responsibility, and living in the moment, she's not built for loyalty, because to her, love is just another thrill, one she'll trade the second something more exciting comes along. 5. The one who still talks to her ex. When a woman refuses to cut ties with her ex, she's keeping a door open, not just for casual conversation, not just for friendship, for something more. A woman who constantly brings up her ex, texts him, or still keeps in touch isn't fully yours. She might tell you,
"We're just friends now. He was a big part of my life. You're overreacting."
but the truth is simple. If a woman truly respects you and your relationship, she wouldn't need that connection anymore. Keeping an ex around is like keeping a fire extinguisher in a house that isn't burning. Why is it still there? Because a part of her doesn't want to let go. And if you think she wouldn't cheat with him, remember this: cheating starts in the mind before it ever happens in the body. The late-night conversations, the "I miss the way we used to talk" texts, the moments of nostalgia, these are all emotional breadcrumbs leading to something more. Even if she doesn't cheat physically, she's still keeping a safety net. And that means one thing: she's never really been yours to begin with. Most men believe they can change a woman, that if they love her enough, prove themselves and give her everything she wants, she'll stay loyal. But the truth? Some women aren't built for loyalty. Some are addicted to attention. Some need chaos to feel alive. Some always keep a backup plan. And if you ignore the warning signs, you'll waste years of your life on someone who was never truly yours. So don't be the guy who learns this lesson the hard way. Pay attention, trust your instincts, and if something feels off, walk away before she makes you the fool. This is Stoic Guide. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video.